RADAKA. 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 What is going on, guys? It is Dan here, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to explain error code 53. Now, if you're on iOS 9, then this might be something you're going to have to worry about soon enough. If you're a jailbreaker, or if you are on vanilla iOS. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to try to explain this to you guys as best as I can, and the simplest way I can think possible. So, it has to do a lot with hardware, especially the Touch ID button, sensor, home button. Yeah. With that being said, what happens is everyone's at least broken an iPhone screen before. I've done it. I've broken the camera before. We had a bend gate when everyone was bending the phones. With that being said, every time, it's really expensive to go ahead and go back to the Apple store and say, hey, replace this. And they're like, okay, give me lots of money, because that's how Apple works. Now, obviously you can go to a repair shop, and usually if you're in the mall, there is probably going to be an iRepair or We Are Tech Repair Guys or whatever it is right outside the Apple store, which is very good placement, I think. You could go to Apple and pay a bunch of money, or you can go to these guys. They'll fix it with not as much money, but at least it's going to be done, and you can kind of watch them fix your stuff instead of getting a whole brand new device and having to restart again with a new phone, which is a big deal, especially for those who jailbreak and don't want to get a new phone, thus not being able to jailbreak again because you're on the latest firmware. Yeah, that sucks. With error code 53, this comes in with the Touch ID sensor, like I said before. So, with any key or lock, you have to have the right code. Same idea with Touch ID. That's pretty simple. You set your passcode with your thumb, finger, index finger, toe. That being said, it's possible it can get broken, scratched, the sensor stops working, gets slow, sluggish, and you don't want to spend a bunch of money on getting a new device. So you take it to a third party. Now, this is where things get a little mucky. So, we have this possibility, of you open up your phone, you go ahead and you take off the sensor, you replace it with a new component to where the sensor either moves faster, it works, and it might be a different color. Say you have a gold iPhone, but you don't want the gold ring for your Touch ID sensor, which doesn't make much sense, but people do weirder things with their phones. Anyway, so those would be the options that you would want to use a third party to go ahead and replace that part of your device. What happens, though, is that when you go to reboot the device, it tells you that you need to restore, which is fine. The only problem is, by that point, you've essentially bricked your phone. Now, bricking is when you are stuck in a security boot loop, and either you can't leave the restore, even though you've restored, or you can't even get out of the Apple logo of death. Now, those of us who are jailbreakers and who've been jailbreakers for a while have known the frustrations of being put in the boot logo of death. It's not fun. That's essentially what error code 53 does. It bricks your phone anytime a third party wants to replace the security sensor, such as the Touch ID. Now, Apple's reasoning for this, makes some sense because it's Apple. They said that they want to do that because it's a security thing. It unlocks your phone, it gets you into a lot of your passwords if you use Safari autofill passwords, and it lets you use your credit card. Now, if you don't have a passcode on your phone, you can't use your Apple Pay on Amazon. I don't think you can do it on eBay, but I know you can do it on PayPal. So you can't use your credit card for these things. So with that being said, this is a good thing, but a bad thing at the same time. It's more like a catch-22, I think. Because you don't want to spend a bunch of money on getting a new device because you've dropped it once and they're fragile. But you still want to be able to use your phone, but then it's there as a safety precaution so people can't use your information or steal it, or someone, and their reasoning was if someone takes your phone and they open it up and they replace the sensor and they use the software recognizes their thumb instead of your thumb, and now they have all your stuff. So that's where everything, like I said, gets mucky. So that's all I have for this video. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a catch-22 also? Do you think it's like, hey, Apple should just let it happen? Or this is the greatest idea in security wise because they are bumping up their security? Let me know down in the comments below. I will see you guys in the next video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, forever till the end of time, RADAKA.